Hi, it's James Mulvaney from Radio.co. Welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to show you today how to enable requests on your website. Requests basically is a brand new feature. We've just launched it in November 2017, and it allows you to automate listener requests or song requests from your listeners. So let's first of all dive in and have a look at the requests section, which you'll see on your nav menu. We just launched this feature yesterday. As you can see at the moment, there's no track request because we haven't really enabled the switch this feature on yet. So there's two sections, Manager and Widgets. Manager effectively allows you to control the queue of requests that you have come in, and Widgets allows you to create embeddable widgets, which we're going to go over both sections and show you exactly how everything works. So I've got this website called Chilled, and this is my test station. I use this to play lots of nice chill music, and we quite often have it on here at the office at Radio.co. Check it out if you like. And I've actually built this using the Radio.co website builder tool. So the first thing we're going to do is actually add a page to allow people to create requests. So if I go to Pages and then I click the little Add section, I'm just going to go for a standard page. We'll call this Requests. And for now, let's just give it a title, put your requests in or request a song. Let's go for that. And what we're going to be able to do is actually embed the request widget from Radio.co on our website builder. But first of all, we need to turn it on. We need to enable the request. So we're going to head back onto Radio.co. If you click the little settings icon under your manager, it will actually take you straight to the section that you need to worry about. On the settings screen, you'll see it says request. This is currently disabled and it's off by default if you're a new customer or you've not previously used this feature. So we're going to turn it on to start off with. Now there's a couple of options here which allow you to allow or disallow certain sections of your media library. So I haven't got a huge amount of tags on this particular station. I've just got one tag called chill. So what I want to do is allow access effectively to the entire media library. But you might want to disallow, for example, certain jingle requests, or you might want to only allow certain playlists that you've got or certain tags. So basically you need to make sure all your music's tagged relevantly. In fact, if I just take you onto MCR Live, this will give you a better example of this, and I switch requests on. You'll see here we have our music categorized into different playlists, so A, B, C, recurrent, power recurrent, so on and so forth. So I might just want to only allow people to request music from the kind of A, B and C list, and I don't want to give people access to the wider music library we have here. So what I would do is I would just add those three tags onto my request widget. That means only music with those tags applied will be available on the request widget. Okay, so let's head back onto our test station. So that gives you a bit of an explanation as to how the actual request tags work. We've also got some rules here. This really just stops people from abusing this feature. As I say, you could of course open these up and allow people to send in as many requests as they want, but a general rule of thumb, you might want to allow, say, 2 requests from the same IP address. So what we would do is we would say maybe don't allow them to request 2 songs every 16 minutes and then no more than 10 total in a single day. This just stops one listener going onto your website and basically taking control of your radio station. Of course, if you want them to do that, you could jump these numbers up. You can also choose to remove songs from your queue. So I'm going to choose to remove unplayed requests after, say, 8 hours, just because if they've not been played within 8 hours, you don't want that queue getting too large because the request will become irrelevant. So we're happy with all those settings. I'm going to click Save at the bottom just to make sure that's all been committed. Okay, so let's go and create a new request widget. We'll just call this Chilled, just to match the station name. You can call that whatever you like. It's just really for your own reference. And as you can see here, we get a preview of the widget, just like the player builder. You can edit the size you want the widget to be. Let's go for a large one. You can also choose a background color. Let's just go for a black and white theme here, just to keep it simple. And you can choose the text color. Let's go with blue, for example. Let's go for a nice dark blue. There we go. And also the button color. Let's go for the same as our text color. You can choose whether you want round or square corners, just to style it how you think best fits your website. And also you can choose the cover art style or just the plain style. Now I quite like this cover art style. I think it looks pretty funky. So let's go with that. And you can also whether or not you want to list the artwork on the actual request widget. So that basically shows when people are searching a library whether they see the artwork for each song or not. But I think that's a pretty nice feature, so let's enable this. Finally, you get a confirmation message, which is just a message to confirm to the user that their request is added. I'm going to just leave that as default. Once we're happy with all these settings, we can click Save Changes. And then what we need to do is go and copy this embed code at the top. That will effectively place the widget within your website. So I'm going to head back onto my website builder, and as you can see on this special page, which I've called Request, what I want to do is drag in an embed code option, and then I will click to set custom HTML. Click Edit, paste that code I've just copied in. And as you can see, the request widget has now appeared. And what I will do now is press Publish to put that page live. Now if I head back onto my website and refresh the site, and let's just switch that off. Here's my request widget. Okay, so this allows effectively users to search your entire library. And so if I want to search for, for example, Bent, which is currently playing, you can see all the songs by that artist. Really, really quick and easy for your users to search through. And once they're happy with the song, all they have to do is press a tick button and confirm. And then as you can see, they can see a confirmation message. And then because I've allowed users to request 2 songs, I can go for a second one. Let's go for a, yep, that's great. And then let's just say I want to really go crazy and, request a 3rd song. You can see I get a warning message. Because of the rules I've set, you can only request 2 songs within 60 minutes. So it's all there for you to control and make sure that users aren't taking advantage of it. But how do we get requests on the air? Well, if I head back onto Manager, you'll see those 2 requests that I've just submitted are on there. Now, you'll also see this number. Now, this number basically refers to the count of people that have requested a specific track. The more people that request a track, the higher up the queue it goes, so the more popular songs will get played more frequently. But currently, I haven't got anything to say to my station to actually play these requests. So what I need to do, within a playlist builder, let's go and edit the default playlist. As you can see at the moment, I've only got 1 tag, which is just chill, which is my entire music library. What I actually need to do is head on to tags, and you see there's a new tag called play request. When you import that onto your playlist, that is a space at which your requests will get played. So you need to make sure you have this tag on your default playlist, or at least in some of your playlists where you want to have requests. If there's no request tag on a playlist, your requests won't get played. They will just stay in the queue and just kind of be ignored. So it's very, very important that you put this tag in. If you wanted to, say, build a playlist which just consisted of requests and maybe the odd jingle in between, you could literally build a playlist just with requests and as many as you want. And obviously you could put either other music in between them, or you could put jingles in between. For now, let's just say we want 1 normal song and then we want 1 user's request. If I hit save, and then let's skip through this, and we should see, if we actually just check out our queue, so the song that's at the top of the queue is T-Ski Valley, Catch the Beat, right? So we should be hearing that in the next couple of tracks. I'll skip through just because we want to kind of escalate this process. You'll see the song that I've just requested has now been queued up. So, for sake of argument, we'll just keep skipping through. Let's have a look at the second request actually. So you see obviously that request, because it's now queued up, has vanished from the request queue, which is shown here. The next one is a track called Let It Happen. So what we should see is this will play out. We'll then get just a normal song from the library, and then we'll get another request. So if I click skip again, just so you can see how this works, you see the song I've just requested is now going out. We then get another track from the library, because that's what we set in our playlist. We set 1 track from the tag chilled and 1 request, and that process will just repeat over and over. And let's just skip through again. So we'll now see the track which I mentioned called Let It Happen, which was obviously the one in the queue. Hopefully this video has explained our new request feature. We're really excited to offer you the opportunity to automate your requests. We think it's going to revolutionise a lot of people's radio stations. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any questions, as ever, please feel free to email us on studio@radio.co. If you're not a customer, you can get on board straight away. You can try us for free 7 days at radio.co. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.